Just a little bit on this Matthew. You know, this Matthew text, Matthew 18 or 15 to 20, I like the first part, you know, talking about how Jesus wants us to always welcome people in, just like, you know, who's the greatest? Children. You know, we don't think of that. But I think what Matthew's text is really trying to talk to us about is about community. What are we supposed to do to build community? What kind of community do we want to have here? Or what kind of community do we believe that the kingdom of God is to be like? And it reminds me of a story about a farmer, an old farmer, who had gotten to the age where he was tired and worn down. And so he had decided to himself that what he was going to do is he was going to split the farm in half and give it to his two sons. So he called the two sons together. And so they came together and he said, "Sons, Dad's getting too old. I'm tired and I can't do this. So what I have done is I have decided to give each one of you a part of my land. Now, I want you to do this. I hope that you will always farm the land in a respectful way. But I also hope that you will always get together and be good brothers, but more than that, be good neighbors." And so the sons all agreed, and they went on. In a couple years, they were all doing things together, working and being like brothers would be. But you also know how brothers or neighbors can be. Sometimes things happen, and then someone gets a little irritated. Someone does something that bothers that one. And then all of a sudden that animosity gets built up. Have you ever had that happen to you? Where someone's done something to you, and oh, it's no big deal, but you're going to sure hold on to that. You know, and it just sits there. And you get frustrated, and it festers. Well, obviously this happened in this relationship with the brothers. One day, there was a man who was journeying through, and he was a carpenter by trade. He went up to one of the brothers and says, "I'm a carpenter, and I was wondering, do you have any work that I might be able to do?" Well, the one brother says, "Well, I do have something that I would like you to do. I'd like you to go down by the stream that divides the property between me and my brother. I'd like you to build a fence. I want a fence so tall that I'll never have to see my brother again. I don't want him coming onto my land, and I don't want to see him ever again. Can you do that?" "Well, I guess I could." He says, "Well, I'm going to be gone for a couple days. All the wood that you would need, you can get. When I come back, I'll expect to see that fence built." The guy left, and the carpenter went down to the stream, and they started to work. That brother came back, and he went down looking at what was hopefully going to be the best fence, the highest fence that he could ever have, so he'd never have to deal with his brother again. And what does he come and find? He finds the carpenter built a bridge over the stream. Oh, that brother was really upset. That's not what he wanted, he said to himself. I wanted something that would keep me from my brother, so that he couldn't come and see me or I can't see him. And as he was thinking that to himself, he noticed on the other side of the stream, his brother was walking towards the bridge, and then onto the bridge. At the middle of the bridge, the two brothers met. And the other brother that came said, "I can't believe that you built a bridge. I can't believe that you would build a bridge. I would have thought you would have built something like a fence. But a bridge For all the things that I did to irritate you, all the things that I did to hurt you, you built this bridge, and I am so grateful that you were able to put aside how I have hurt you, and you have welcomed me to be brothers again. I guess I wonder, do we want to be a community of bridge builders? Do we want to be that community that links that bridge to all people so that all people are truly welcomed, no matter who they are? That all people want to come, and even though they feel that they're not worthy, or whatever might be their feelings, whether or not the way we would have wanted them to be. But we send out the message by our bridge that all are welcome to participate in the ministry of the kingdom of God. Brothers and sisters, I think there's too many times where the church has built fences and have tried to keep people away. We know that. We know that. But I know that here, right here, in this church, we have moved towards that direction of being bridge builders. We are that carpenter that has come, and we need to continue to be that carpenter that doesn't build the fence but builds the bridges that seek to welcome and invite all people to walk across and to be with us, to join in our fun, to join in our fellowship. We need to continue to do that, not just so people will come and fill our pews. That's not what we're doing it for. We're doing it because that's what the kingdom of God's all about. The kingdom of God is welcoming people in, people who have felt disenfranchised, people who have felt on the outside, people who were cast out. All in the Bible. That's what Jesus is always doing, being the bridge builder. He always did it. So my question is, are we going to continue to be a community of bridge building? Ones that go outside, not just here, outside into our community, to those people who maybe have offended us, and maybe we'll have to go to them and listen to them, to forgive them, because that's coming next Sunday. Jesus has a strange way of following things up. Oh, what would be this world if the world was made up of all bridge builders? Let us be a community of carpenters that build bridges and gain relationships and friends and welcomes all.